Ajaero'S, NLC TUC issues fresh strike notice, makes 6 demands from Tinubu. I'm telling you, because of the attack of Ajaero'S, the NLC chairman in Imo State, they brutalized him, and it's confirmed that APC government under Hope Uzodinma leadership actually caused it, and Hope Uzodinma is saying that Ajaero'S is meddling with Imo politics. Okay, so with what they have done, now that brutalization and attack on Ajaero'S is attack on Nigerians, is attack on the NLC, attack on the labor force of Nigeria, attack on TUC. This is not acceptable, and it's attack on Nigerian youths. So with this now, TUC and NLC have swung into action, and they have announced strike action and made several demands. They made some demands from Tinubu, like we're going to see shortly, and they also made some demands from Hope Uzodinma in Imo State. The perpetrators must be arrested, must be brought to book, and I'm sure that this time around they will see exactly what they deserve. Now, this is coming a few hours after the recent attack, abduction, and assault on the NLC president Ajaero'S and other members of the union. Okay, speaking during a press briefing on Friday today, okay, that was on Friday yesterday, the leaders of NLC and TUC presented the federal government with a 6-point demand. This includes the immediate removal of the Commissioner of Police, Imo State, the area commander, and other officials who are believed to be involved in the mistreatment and degradation of Comrade Ajaero'S and fellow workers. The labor unions thereby issued November 8 as the new date for a nationwide strike should the government fail to meet its demand. Nigeria News reports that some persons suspected to be agents of the state and security operatives had earlier descended on Ajaero'S alongside other labor leaders, smashing their vehicles, inflicting injuries on them, and dispossessing handset, money, and ATM cards, among other valuables from the labor leaders and others who had gathered at the NLC State Secretariat to begin a scheduled protest over pending labor issues. The NLC president, other national leaders of NLC, and their trade union congress of the Nigerian TUC counterpart were at the state secretariat in Owerri to protest. Among other grievances, the backlog of unpaid salaries and allowances, pensions, gratuities, and non-compliance with the National Minimum Wage Act. So there has been outrage and condemnation of the attack, brutalization, and battering of Ajaero'S. Nigeria News understands that on Tuesday next week, the leaders of NLC and TUC will convene to determine a suitable course of action in response to this incident. So I think the issue here should be more than just removal. They should be arrested and prosecuted. It's not just removal. We need to be serious here when we send strong message. They need to be arrested. They need to be investigated. They need to be prosecuted accordingly. Even though police is trying to deny it, police have denied that they were not the people that attacked Ajaero'S, that it was mobs that attacked him, and they just removed him to save him from mobs. Meanwhile, Ajaero'S saw them, they knew them. Thank God they did not kill them. If not, they would say all evidence would have been lost. Ajaero'S knew the people that arrested them and the people that got them beaten. So the police cannot deny the fact that their people must have been involved in that. And rumors have also have it that the deputy governor had his people also, or somebody, a senior government official in Imo State, actually came with those people that battered Ajaero'S and other labor leaders. So it's not acceptable, obviously not acceptable. So the NLC and TUC nationwide need to be firm in their demand so that they don't slip off. Because what the government is trying to do is to use intimidation. It has always happened. If you want to be a labor union leader, you really need to be firm, you need to be strong, you need to have your own strategy, because definitely the government will come after you. It is not easy to fight the government. And Hope Uzodinma is desperate to continue as governor of Imo State, even when the whole Imo is against him. Now he has gone to rent and block book all the hotels in Imo State, where no matter how small, no matter the size and location, no matter the cost, to make sure that and between 4th of November, which is today, up till 12th of November after the election, just to disenfranchise and deprive other political party members the opportunity of having accommodation to also participate in the election. That is a very bad one. And the governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello, has borrowed leave from the plans of Imo State governor to do the same thing. What is APC up to, and what are these politicians up to? This is now dictatorial. This is democratic dictatorship. This is authoritarianism. This is tyranny. This is democratic tyranny. And it is not acceptable, I must say. When will Nigerians be tired of these leaders? When will Nigerians just decide to shut down everything at once and let everything collapse at once if that is what they want? Because these people are bloodsuckers, I tell you. They are demons in human. Okay? They are demons incarnate. How can politicians continue to behave like this in a civilized world? So let's see. Some people are already reacting. As I said, what concerns Tinubu in all this? I think Tinubu should allow you to go that on your strike. See what is going to happen. Whether it is Tinubu that will be pained. You, these cowards, you can only threaten Tinubu. Anyway, those people in Imo are hearing. They will still come back to give you the beatings of your lives. Can you imagine? Somebody is already speaking against the NLC and TUC. It's quite unfortunate, I tell you. Somebody say, see Ude Olofo speaking. You don't know anything. He knows what he's saying. He does an issue in a state now become federal issue. Of course, if a state cannot handle it, it should go to federal. Workers are really, really suffering in Nigeria. It's not a lie. Is it only workers that are in the country? Say the masses are suffering. Don't say workers. The unemployed too needs to have a union. The union of unemployed. So because you were beaten up at Imo State for interfering with the elections by trying to create havoc, you now intend to create a national strike. This time around, you'll be crippled and condemned in Wales. Can you imagine? Look at what people are saying with their mouth. Don't you see how stupid people imaginations are? Stupid are your thoughts. That is bad. Now, wow. As well as the leadership of NEC and NLC and TUC are just cowards. They should stop disturbing us with threats of strike. Poverty will end your miserable life, big fool. That is it. That just I don't understand. Nigerians are the problem of Nigeria. Okay? People are coming out to fight for you, and you are already blackmailing them at back end, disappointing and sabotaging at back end. At the end of the day, the same police will benefit from NLC strike. Okay? At the end of the day, the same people making comment here will still benefit from the NLC strike. So why are you passing back and sabotaging NLC? At the end of the day, who will benefit? The fight is not for NLC alone or TUC members alone. It's for all people, all workers in Nigeria. Now, wow. Nigeria is suffering. Never do them, I must say. So thank you for listening. Let's have your comment. That is exactly what TUC and NLC is demanding from federal government. And I'm sure they're also making a separate demand from Imo State government.